lighting is kind of bad. Hopefully y'all can, yeah, I think y'all can see me. Anyway, y'all, excuse my stocking cap, okay? Honey, I ain't feel like unwrapping my hair to do this video, but we here to talk about this episode of Married to Medicine. I can't remember the episode number. Is it 7? Might be 7. I don't know. Anyway, so the episode starts out, the girls are going to Angel's house. Heavenly said all the time it took her to get there, she could have found her son. When I tell you, I've been laughing at it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I like people that can joke through like painful situations. Like sometimes that's all you can do. That sometimes that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? To try to get through situations, you know, that are painful to you. And then they was talking about who brought the most people to the family reunion, and it was Quad. When they showed that picture of all the people, baby, Quad like she had about 20 family members there. Everybody else looked like they kept it like under 10. And Quad was like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with y'all family reproducing. Girl, same. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't help. We got family members out here that's got 7, 8, 9, 10 kids, baby. That's what they did, okay? Y'all said family reunion, I'm trying to liven it up. So I brought the whole family. But if I bring all them people, I'm definitely bringing food though. I'm not gonna be one of them people that bring 100 people to the party. No, we bringing food. We might finna start cooking. Out of all these people, I got about 3 or 4 family members that can cook. Baby, if somebody's gonna get on the grill, yeah, we gonna get it all the way live up in here. Okay. So then on the other side of town, we had Toya, Contessa, Dr. Timon, and Brandy met up, and they Toya filled Contessa in on Dr. Heavenly having a brother, and apparently Heavenly and her brother ain't took no DNA test. Heavenly, what? You done brought this man all down to the TV show and you ain't took. I ain't gonna lie, that man do look like her though. And he look like the picture from they showed with the daddy. He do look like them. I do think that's her brother, but I still would got a DNA test confirmation because a lot of people look like folks, but ain't no kin to them, honey. No. No. We're gonna get a DNA test. Actually, after finding something out like that, Heavenly, I feel like you might want to go on Ancestry. I haven't done it yet, but you might want to get on Ancestry and put it out there because your daddy might got a bunch of other kids. I don't know if you want to be bothered with all them people, but if you really want to know your bloodline, if your papa was a Rolling Stone and you got another brother out here, ain't no telling you might got some more siblings. And you said the man was in the military, honey, you might got a half Asian sister halfway across the world somewhere. I don't know. You just never know. So yeah, you might. Ain't no telling. What was your daddy deployed to, honey? You might want to look. I mean, you put it out there and they on Ancestry, y'all will connect, y'all. That's crazy. They ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. But yeah, Heavenly girl, I would have took a DNA test before he came on that show. Honey, we ain't doing all this meeting each other families and stuff, and we ain't got the confirmation. We gonna confirm it. We might meet each other spouses, you know what I'm saying, because they kind of might be involved, you know, with us trying to figure out if we siblings or not. But the kids and all that stuff, no, we ain't got to meet kids, grandkids, and all that. No, we got to do all that until we confirm that we siblings. Angel tells the girls that she felt some type of way because Toya said in front of her date that she asked her to hook her up with somebody else. And then I forgot, Toya is just will say anything. Then she go ask how was the girl in bed. I forgot all about that part. And then they played the replay of that. Well, it was a little later in the episode. I'm like, Toya, why don't you ask that girl, ask that man how the girl is in bed? Like, Toya, you ain't got no sense, do you? Like, Toya. So I feel like Toya was out of pocket for saying that in front of that man. But I will say this, I don't necessarily think Toya was wrong for asking the girl that overall. But I feel like, Toya, you supposed to ask that, you supposed to pull her to the side either at that event or the next time you see her, like, girl, what's up with you? Like, you told me, and I'm not saying that a person that's single can't bring a date around. It's the fact that you brought the man around and y'all saying y'all knew each other on and off for 10 years. So it seemed like y'all got some type of messy situation going on. So I feel like Toya wasn't wrong for saying, like, oh, well, if I hook a family member or somebody, a friend that I'm close with, up with her, I don't want them to get caught up into some, you know what I'm saying? Like, And I do think that Angel wasn't 100% being truthful. Like, yeah, your dating life is your business, but if you ask me to hook you up and I'm hooking you up with my people, yeah, baby, I don't want my cousin or my sibling or my friend to get into an altercation or get beat up while he out at the mall hanging out with you because you got something going on with another man for the last 10 years. Like, yeah, you say you single, but that man got feelings for you. Like, he might want to jump on you or my cousin or my family member or my friend if he see y'all out together. So I understand Toya thinking about her, whoever she gonna hook her up with safety, but Toya, that was not the time or the place to say that. You don't say that in front of nobody like that. Like, you just don't say that. You don't say that. And it was somebody else I watched on here. I think it was Billy Boy TV. I like him. But I think he was like, you never know what type of relationship these people have with each other. Like, that man could have went home and jumped on her because he didn't know she, you know what I'm saying, out here telling people she's sick. Like, you just never know. Like, and you don't think about people's safety. Toya, it was tacky. That's why they call you Tacky Toya. I believe Mariah gave her that nickname, Tacky Toya, and it fits. Yeah, Angel, ain't nothing wrong with, I feel like, I don't know, this is just my perspective. I feel like when you're single, yeah, you could be dating somebody new that maybe you've known a couple of months, but like, I feel like that on and off dating somebody for years, yeah, you single, but I feel like that's something that you need to say as well, because yeah, you could be putting somebody that you're, I mean, now granted, you could have been talking to somebody 2 months and then meet somebody else and start dating them, and the person from 2 months might have an issue, but I feel like that's a little less likely. It's like they might be in their feelings a little bit to find out you dating somebody else, but you know, hopefully most normal people wouldn't like crash out about it. But somebody you've been on and off with for years, like, you could really be putting the new person in your life in danger because like, somebody, that's a lot of time and stuff invested in. Some people just don't take stuff like that well and will crash out and hurt somebody. Yeah. And then Angel, I feel like you kind of brought this on yourself, because why did you bring that man? Like, you been showing up stuff by yourself. Why would you bring the man around? Like, and you kind of been putting it out there like, oh, I'm single, and then you come with this man and he like, oh yeah, we've been dealing around kind of like 10 years. Like, Angel, that he wasn't necessary for the event. So you, I don't know, Toya was wrong, but Angel, what, seriously, Toya was wrong 100%. But Angel, what are you doing though? Seriously, we got a question. We ain't asked you in front of the man. This just me and you, Angel. What's going on, sister? Or are you single? I don't know. Anyway, and then we saw in the preview the man showed up on the couple trip. Like, was he invited or is he crazy and the stalker, and he found out you go down to the trip and he pulled up? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I understand Toya not want to put somebody at risk by putting her together with somebody, because they could really put somebody at risk. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Contessa is ready to host a girls trip. And child, everybody be, yeah. Anyway, so Dr. Heaven has a campaign lunch, and Quad is her campaign manager. And all the ladies show up to support. Toya, why did you come? No shade, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. So Dr. Heavenly speaks about her son at the campaign lunch. While Dr. Heavenly's story is true, the fact that you still, as up to this point on the show, have a strained relationship with your son, it kind of seems like you, I don't think you wanted to talk about the story, but since it came out, it's like you're kind of like using it for your campaign, which is probably making your son not want to deal with you even more. Like, no shade, like, based on what we seen on the show, that son never really wanted to come around, and now that he's like going to jail, it's like now this is like a storyline. Like, not a story, yeah, it's kind of a storyline, but I mean, she was kind of forced into the storyline part of it, because baby Toya was gonna bring it up. So I understand her talking about it then, but like, Dr. Heaven, we gotta stop using this as a campaign. Stop, I ain't gonna say stop using it, but just keep it at a minimum, because I'm sure that boy don't want to come back around. And yeah, because if he come back around, or you gonna have him at the rally up there talking about his arrest, like, he probably don't want to do it. I don't know. Anyway, Dr. Mimi was being messy after the campaign, but then after I further thinking about it, I'm gonna get to that. Okay, she told Brandy to watch herself with Toya. Basically, Mimi felt like Brandy wasn't very supportive of him. Like, I don't know, people was over there taking pictures with Heavenly. Brandy ain't really want to take the picture. Like, it seemed like Brandy ain't want to take the picture. But I agree with Brandy's sister. That's her choice. If she want to follow up Toya, let her follow up Toya. But I kind of saw it from, oh, she just sitting back, you know, like watching and processing it. But then again, I don't know, I'm gonna have to rewatch it again. Like, what? Because we know Toya was back there saying shady stuff and being shady. Was she like back there kikiing with Toya? Like, I'm gonna have to watch it again and really watch Brandy, what she was over there doing. But I mean, at the end of the day, that's Brandy's choice. Brandy's a grown lady. Maybe you can't just be telling. Well, I don't think she. That's another thing. I feel like Brandy felt like Mimi was trying to tell her what to do, but I feel like Mimi was trying to genuinely give her advice, like, girl, don't just be following people up. You know what I'm saying? See for yourself. But it also did seem like Brandy was kind of seeing for herself, and Mimi jumped the gun with her advice. So I don't know. Did y'all see Maddie over there watching? Maddie and Dr. Heavenly over there watching Mimi and Brandy get into it. I said, look at Maddie. Well, let me see. Okay, but I also understand Mimi's point, because it really did seem like Toya only came to hate watch Heavenly. Like, she came, I don't think Toya really came to hear what Heavenly was up there saying. I think Toya came to just, like, peek, you know what I'm saying, to sit in the audience, say shady stuff. And Brandy, yeah, if you only came for the same reason to sit in the audience and say shady stuff with Toya, like, Mimi, I'm kind of glad you addressed it, but I don't know if that was the time or the place, or if that was even your place. I don't know. And then another thing, Brandy, you just got, Toya just cussed you out there into her house, and now you up here kikiing with, like, I'm not saying to be mad or beefing with her, but it's like, I just got my good eye on Toya, because she was just cussing me out the other day down her house, acting like I was being messy, because she was starting with her man. Like, no. I just really feel like Brandy and Toya both could have stayed at home if they weren't going to be open and receptive to hearing Dr. Heavenly's you know, campaign and stuff. That's just my thought. Yeah, Toya down in Dr. Heavenly campaign is, I get that you don't like the person, but it's like, I saw Dr. Heavenly support Toya's wine business, and they don't always get along. So it's like, I'm not saying you should just support, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. But we literally have Agent Orange as the president. I'm not saying Toya voted for the man. I don't think Toya did that. But I'm just saying, we got this man as the president with not nearly any of the education that Dr. Heavenly has. And it's like, now we have an educated black woman. She may not be perfect, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where some of us mess up at. We look for a perfect candidate. Sometimes you don't get a perfect candidate, but if you get a black woman that's trying, sometimes that's what you have to go with that, and try to talk reasonably to the person, you know what I'm saying, with some of the stuff that don't align with you, or some, you know what I'm saying, like, you can, they're 75% on the right side. You just have to, you know what I'm saying, like, talk to them and get them to understand the rest of it, versus you got Agent Orange over here that's -10 all the way deep and all the way in the wrong. But people like, oh, they both bad. No, one is 75% good and one of them is -10 all the way in the pits of HELL. So no, they're not really, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to take the 75 and work with it, you know what I'm saying. Like, anywho, yeah, it's sad, but I feel like it's black people, no shade, like Toya, that feel like they have to have a perfect candidate to vote for a black person. Like, no, baby. Anyway, so Dr. Simone goes down there to Dr. Jackie office and tell her she's no longer delivering babies, okay? And she admits that she's the breadwinner for the family, and says she's tired of carrying Cecil and the family financially. And she said the relationship is pretty good besides the financial, you know, aspect of it. Her and Cecil getting along good. And then she started talking about her and Cecil, like, I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear. Simone, we don't want to hear, especially after you already told us about that smell from downtown coming back uptown, baby. And Simone, you're a female doctor. What are you doing? You're OBGYN. Well, you were up until this point, but I guess you're a GYN. I don't know. I don't know the whole meaning of it, baby. I'm not a doctor. I didn't go to medical school. But sister, what I do know is you specialize in vaginas. What do you mean the smell from downtown is coming back uptown, baby? Do you know what you're doing? Should these ladies be letting you down there between their legs? Because I don't think, sister, I don't know. That's sketchy. Anyway, so yeah, Simone, that's gonna come into play. That's why Simone is walking around here miserable, just starting with people, because girl, it makes sense. You're miserable at home, so that's why you just being a bitter Betty to everybody. Anyway, Angel is having an event for her scrub line. Shout out to Angel for her scrub line. They was cute. They look better than the regular scrubs. We support black businesses around here. Y'all go support it. All the ladies in the medical field, or whoever you are in the medical field, or even if you ain't, some people just be like the West scrubs. Baby, go support Angel. I ain't even catch the name of it because they was showing out so bad that girl event, but y'all find her Instagram. Y'all find her Instagram. I'm sure you can find the line, her scrub line. But support black business. I support black business, baby. I don't wear scrubs, but you know, for the people that do, get her scrubs. So the event started. Simone tried to get Heavenly to convert people like Toya and Brandy, basically into voting for her or whatever like that. And Heavenly sat down. Heavenly was not here for it. They told me, oh, you need to stand up and all this stuff. Like Toya and them, like I said, Toya and them, it's nothing wrong with y'all trying to make Heavenly prove her point. I feel like it's going to help her in her campaign, but we know y'all are doing it to be petty, because I feel like y'all understand, y'all know Heavenly is on the right side of things, but y'all just are picking with her. And I mean, yeah, y'all done had beef and stuff from the past, but it's like y'all are dragging it out at this point. Toya called Heavenly tacky for calling her out at the rally. Toya, it is diabolical for you to call somebody tacky when you're literally known as Tacky Toya, especially after the SHIT you just pulled with Angel down there at the family reunion. Come on, Toya. Come on, Toya. And Toya be right sometimes, but Toya, girl, you are all the way wrong. You're Tacky Toya. What are you talking about? Like, girl, okay. Then Heavenly got mad and walked off. Child, the ladies started shading Mimi. They was like, oh, you don't want to leave with your clique or something like that. I'm like, dang, like y'all, like Simone. I mean, obviously Brandy, because she done got into it with Brandy. But Brandy, Toya, baby, them girls do not like you, Mimi. They do not like you. Like, why is she gotta walk off? Like, I ain't gonna say everybody cool, but she really just, she don't really see it for Toya, and she kind of got into it. Well, I ain't even say got into it. I feel like she was trying to warn Brandy, and you know, it ended up into them getting into it a little bit. But Simone, why you jumping in on it? Like, y'all trying to put the girl out like she is standing there at Angel event, and y'all like she can't stand over there by y'all. Like, that is weird. Anyway, so Toya and Mimi end up getting into it. And they was asking Mimi what she told Brandy having the campaign, and Mimi said with her chest, baby, I told Brandy to be careful of being with Toya, okay? And she ain't wrong. Like, Mimi ain't wrong. I feel like she may not, she just was kind of stepping in something that wasn't really necessarily her business, but I feel like maybe it might be on some newbie to newbie type stuff. Like, girl, you just seen how Toya just showed out her house and on you and me and everybody else. Why you just follow her up oh so much? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's yeah. Anyway, Contessa keep running around. So Toya, Mimi, and all of them kind of getting into it. Contessa keep running around talking about, is everybody still going on a girl trip? Contessa, girl, go sit down. Quad called Simone out about the VIN number stuff. Child, they got into it. Quad cussing and just going off. Simone is weird for that. Simone done got mad at Heavenly, saying Heavenly messy for telling it. But baby, we done seen Simone, I mean, Quad and Heavenly is like this. I don't know why y'all would think, I don't know if y'all was finna try to use that Ben stuff as a storyline or something to try to embarrass Quad on the show, but Heavenly, of course, being Quad friend, was gonna tell her, so y'all can't catch her off guard. I feel like that's like their alliance to each other. Like if they're around and the other ladies is plotting on them, they gonna tell each other. But the thing is, I think Heavenly did mess that up a little bit when they all ganged up on Quad, but Quad had pissed her off. I don't know. But when they all got on Quad and put her off that trip. But I think they got back right since then. But yeah, that's the only time we kind of seen that photo. Otherwise, we normally see Dr. Heavenly and Quad stick together. So I don't know why Simone thought she was going to tell Heavenly she was going to do some weird stuff with a VIN number and think Heavenly was going to tell Quad. So Heavenly and Simone get into it. Then they try to take a picture together, and Simone said, I'm not finna take no picture with her and be fake on the pictures. Then they start talking about each other husbands and stuff. And Heavenly said, my man is a doctor, you ain't gonna win this one. Simone, yeah, like I don't know what was happening, but this is my thing with the girls, you know what I'm saying? I like Dr. Heavenly, but realistically, none of the women on the show can really come at Heavenly about her financial status or her marriage, because Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa are the only two women on the show that are doctors and are married to doctors. So they have established themselves and they have established husbands. Now we all know Scott ain't SHIT, which leads Dr. Heavenly. Like it's just like that's not the lane you want to come down with Dr. Heavenly. Like if you want to argue with her, that's not what you want to come for. So Simone, yes, you're an established doctor, but your husband, baby, you done already told us Cecil don't do nothing. He ain't really bringing in no money. So it's like, why is that your read? And then it's like it's not gonna be even for Quad. We know Quad making money. But baby, Quad man, you talking about Quad got a lot of debt. Quad man got a business. He can help Quad pay off her debt. And Quad got her own money. She can help pay off her own debt. But baby, if you don't pay off them credit card debt, Cecil and the boys sure can't help you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they can't help you at all, but baby, your debt gonna be collecting more interest than it is paying it off, sister. So you might as well just leave that alone. That's what I'm just saying. Like I feel like when they argue with Heavenly, they try to come down the financial or the husband route, and it's like, baby, Heavenly got their part all together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, why is that your argument? Argue with her about something else. Like Toya arguing with her about her campaign is stupid, but you know, she might have a somewhat dog in the fight with this argument, but baby, none of y'all really have a dog in the fight with that. So it's like, why do y'all keep arguing with her on that standpoint? Like, because she's gonna come back and reach y'all. Yeah, and not everything's even a competition, but all the ladies have their own success. But it's like Simone be trying to poke holes into people's life, like trying to act like, oh, they don't have as much as they say they have and all this type of stuff. Simone, sweep on your own doorstep, sister. That's all. We know you the breadwinner of your household, but some of the other ladies don't have that same struggle, or they, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, anyway, once again, Contessa's still running around the party to make sure everybody gonna come on the girl show. So Simone and Angel low-key got into it a little bit. Baby, it was Simone versus everybody at the party. Baby, they had Simone little ponytail. That little ponytail Simone, baby, they was turning Simone every which way but loose. But Simone was fighting back though. She was fighting back. But baby, they had that little ponytail swinging her around, baby. Turn her loose. Turn her loose. Yeah, and it's sad because you can tell when Toya and Simone are not happy at home because they just be starting stuff with girls on the show. It's like everybody else, like they can just kind of like sit in there sad. And it's like when Jackie was sad because Curtis cheated, she was sitting in that Quad, you know what I'm saying? Like she was kind of avoiding them, but you could just see the sadness carrying with her. Like Heavenly, you could see she's carrying that sadness. But Simone and Toya just project on everybody. Like they just be mean to everybody when they going through stuff and just be starting stuff. Anyway, y'all,